Hope everybody's doing well. Great opportunity this week for us back in the AFC. Guys are working hard. Miami presents a lot of challenges on defense, starting with their front. I mean, they got big-time players coming off the bench. They got Chubb and Phillips, and they got Judon and Chop coming off. And then they'll put personnel groupings where all those guys are in there. So our guys are really keyed in, getting ready for this. We're deep into preparations for Miami. Big situational today. Guys are working hard. I can't forget Minkah Fitzpatrick on the back end, ball hawker. Got a lot of history with him over the years. A lot of respect there. So guys are working hard. We're ready to go. Any questions?
Do you know what it's going to look like with Hassan and Kimani this week?
They're going to have big factors in the game. Now, how it's going to unfold from a rep count standpoint, we shall see. It can go a bunch of different ways in that regard.
There's not like a lead back in between those two?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as all hands on deck, and we're just going to have to really work together on all this. Like everybody's got to, it's going to be hot down there, and those guys got to be ready to spell each other at any point in time. Just work together.
And Joe can't go. Do you know what you guys are going to do at left tackle yet?
No, right now we're working through that. We've got options. I think we've had a good week of practice as far as that goes, and that's it's always challenging when you have attrition in game, after the game, whatever the case may be. But shoot, our organization, we're working. You see how many times we work guys out here, like several times a week. I mean, there's a lot of competition here, and guys that are on the practice squad or whatnot. We're always bringing people in. They're always bringing Joe and his group. Are always bringing people in to create as much competition as possible and build the best team. So, with all the attrition that's gone on, us as an offense, we have to tighten down things and play a cleaner game.
How do you explain last week's drop off by the offense kind of after that fumble? It just seemed like you guys.
No, we moved the ball pretty well after that, but penalties. There's no such thing as moving the ball with an offensive penalty. I think a lot of unforced errors there, but we're not into excuses. We're into expectations, standards, and if a guy's on the roster, we expect him to perform. If his job is to block somebody, he needs to block them. Run a route, catch the ball, throw the ball, whatever, run the ball. We just got to continue to get better, clean up our operation to where we're not hurting ourselves. In the NFL, you can't win a game till you first don't lose a game, and that's what we had a little bit too much of last week, which everybody saw.
There were the penalties, but there were also a few instances where you guys didn't get lined up correctly, had to burn timeouts. And then there was also the fourth down where Tyler came on late. Just from your perspective, was there a through line for you at all in terms of some of the procedural?
Yeah, I think I got to do a better job. That's my responsibility to make sure the operation's clean. The fourth down one was the call got in early, but the personnel substitution got delayed somehow. Then that's just on the operation. We got to do that better. And that was a great job by Justin, though. Got everything lined up exactly as it should be. And then what happened after the snap, you can't write that. I mean, not even you could write that. Just bizarre. But that's football. That happens. But we got to clean up our operation. We had a formation issue early in the game that we just got to do a better job with, starting with me, making sure guys are prepared to play.
What about that play after the snap could be written?
Oh, I mean, the running back was wide open in the flat, and the guy kicked him in the leg, which created that injury. So that's basically the beginning of that story.
And then,
but Daniel, you couldn't even write that. Not even in your wildest imagination.
Tyler wiping his hands on his towel on that play. Is that like have you ever seen that before? For a receiver or tight end, like trying to dry his hands off in the middle of a.
I've seen people try to adjust their face mask when their helmet gets sideways. But no, I can't say I've seen that. Yeah, we got to have our hands up and ready to go.
So some of the pre-snap stuff where you guys, there's a few times where wrong formation, had to burn a timeout. There was a check. You got the second timeout when Justin tried to check. You had a false start when Quentin and Trey both went in motion, which is technically legal, but then hit their body language.
It's interpretation. I mean, the officials interpret it as such. We got the report back from them. Most of the time that doesn't get called, but it's a shift. But it can be interpreted as a sudden movement, a too abrupt movement, So, we got to clean that up.
Was it new stuff that you put in?
One of the plays was a new play, and I think we only ran it one direction in practice, and we were on a different hash, one of those types of situations. But I thought it was a good timeout by Justin. When you're in the red zone like that, the points are big, and I thought that was a nice job by him.
How much do you feel for Omarion? It seems like he's been getting into a pretty good rhythm the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean he's going to be a special player. I think he already is. The freak injury like that. It's a shame, but he's going to come back stronger than ever. And in the meantime, there's great opportunity for others to really make a name for themselves in this league. What they've been dreaming about since they've been a kid, and that's the exciting part about it. And the idea that the injury is it's easily corrected, easily fixed. It's not one of those complicated type situations where, geez, I wonder if Omarion's going to be Omarion when he comes back. It's not one of those situations. So very thankful for that, for him especially.
With Hassan and Kimani specifically, they both talk about just preparing for whether it's 2 carries, 20 carries. Just how much confidence does that give you, just the way they prepare, just moving forward and going in the backfield?
Yeah, I mean they got great attitudes. They've just been waiting for their time to impact the games. I thought they played well last week when they were in there, now they're going to be the lead dogs this week, and I know they're chomping at the bit. So we feel really good about them, and I'm excited for them. It's a big opportunity.
All the adjustments that you guys have had to make because of injuries, do you feel like you as a coordinator have to get more creative with stuff?
You got to be careful with that. I mean, we all watched the Kansas City game. We all watched those early season games. I mean, it's going to look different, right? So we might not do what we want to do, but we're going to do what we need to do. So that changes. It becomes less instinctual play calling and more by the numbers, if that makes sense. But again, I say it. The expectations are if a guy's on this roster, that he can go out on Sunday and get his job done. So, and there's going to be times when guys got to win one-on-one matchups. If you're on this roster, you got to be out, be ready to do that on game day.
You feel like everyone that's been called on to fill up has done that?
I mean, like last week's game. I mean, we were rolling, and then what derailed us? Penalties, unforced errors, that type of thing. So when we do it right, it looks pretty good. We just as an entire offense just need to keep cleaning things up to where we're not shooting ourselves in the foot. I think that's the major thing.
Why are you guys doing that? Because it's not like Jim's never had a team that's had so many penalties over 2-game span.
I've never been around it. I've never seen it. I think you got to look deep into it and see what could possibly create these situations and try to impress upon everybody the importance, which we always do, probably as much the last 2 weeks as the prior 3. Be quite frank, probably more of an emphasis. So it's just something we have to get done. As a performer, as a competitor, you either get the job done or you don't. And I think we all understand how to play winning football, and that's what we need to chase.
The protection miscommunication on the 2nd and 6 pressure.
Overthinking things, unfortunate.
As a group, or
no?
You mentioned last week that one of the things that maybe the most important thing that Bradley brings to the table is that type of situation where he's making calls at the line. Do you view that as sort of a one-off aberration for him?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. He really doesn't make those. We had the matchup we wanted. It was one of those unfortunate things. But protection is not just the offensive line. It's not just the quarterback. It's the receiver running the right route, being in the right spot at the right time, the running back picking up his protection responsibility, the tight end picking up his protection responsibility or running the right route, being in the right spot at the right time with the right eyes on the quarterback at the right time. So that fell on Bose, okay? But there's several others where we can all do better, and that's what we're chasing.
Have much interaction with Odafe in Baltimore?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, he became very popular with me when he punched out a ball. We were winning 35-34, and they were driving to kick the winning field goal, and he punched the ball out, got us the ball back, and we ran the clock out. So he became a very popular person in our household at that point. Kansas City, yeah.
What do you think about you guys getting them?
Yeah, it's exciting, really excited. Loads of talent. I know he had a big sack season last year. I think he's grown as a player every year, and just really excited to see what he can do. I know they're going to put him in great position to be successful with our defense, and excited for him to be a Charger.
What are you seeing from the red zone offense?
I mean, we've had two tip ball last week, which is unfortunate. Those happen. You don't want them to happen too often. But you know, first of all, we got to get down there more often, and we got to be ready to put it in the end zone at a higher clip. So we keep working through that. We've done some really good things. We just got to be more consistent down there.
What do you see as the issues?
It's a play-by-play thing. It's really not, hey, if this guy or this scheme or this whatever. We just got to be ready to finish drives, which means blocking things a little bit better in the run game. You know, we're almost there. If we get this one block, it's a walk-in touchdown, et cetera. In the passing game, more precision on everybody's part, starting with the protection. And but that I mean, it's pretty much a play-by-play thing. It's not so much a this thing or that thing.
Quite a few penalties in the red zone as well. Just how difficult is it to overcome? It's difficult all over the field, but in that area of the field.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's more. It's more hurtful because it depends on where you're at and you're down in distance situation. Like I think last week we had a 2nd and 1, and we ended up with 2nd and 6 because we weren't set. That's hurt. That changes the math for sure. But that's anywhere on the field. I mean, it's all about playing winning football. Going out penalty free, turnover free. Physical football, and that gives you a chance. That's the price of admission in this league. You get penalties, missed assignments, or whatnot, which we're really not having many missed assignments. There's a few here and there, the one you mentioned, for example. But it's really the penalties we got to clean up.
It's 2 straight weeks that you've had like a defensive tackle unblocked in the A gap. Like last week against the Giants, it happened as well.
I don't remember what play that was, but I'll trust your knowledge. You're pretty astute.
98.
Oh, he just beat. Yeah, he
Center, Justin Bell to his right, through Quentin on the sideline.
I think that was just a one-on-one matchup.
No one blocked it.
Hmm?
No one blocked it. Like no one blocked it.
Okay.
Would that be a missed assignment with the defensive tackle?
It depends on what the protection was, to be quite frank. I can't remember that particular play. This past week, we had one running through, and it was basically a judgment error.